My friend, what a great request. Run for the Roses. This particular song, I had a buddy named Steve Birch who totally loved this song. So when I was cutting lawns one day, I listened to it maybe like 100 or something times in a row. I do believe I have the lyrics for this one. Other than that, enjoy. This is the way I teach. If you like the channel, subscribe. If you don't, there are plenty of resources out there. Make sure we're in tune together because this makes more sense. Here's a low E. It's our 6th string. Here's our high E. Same note. Should be in tune. If you've watched this channel and you could play your first finger on the 1st fret of the G string, which is the 3rd string, to make a G sharp, then our 2nd finger goes to the A string, the 5th string, makes it on the 2nd fret, making a B note, and then right above there, hits the note right above there. If you got big fingers, you can play both of those together, but it makes a E major, and if we're in tune, it should sound like this. Wonderful. So with this tune, the basic theme is this. We need to be able to go down, up, down, up, down, up. Now these are 8th notes at this beat. 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 1 and 2. So if you can't do that, get your hand going in a fulcrum motion over here. If you haven't watched this video and you want to learn how to get better rhythm, check out one of our Monday music moments. It'll teach you how to do these things we call teeter-totters, and it will give you natural rhythm with the chords you know by switching your fingerings between the two. Essentially, to take this chord and scoot it up to make bar chords. So you have to stop playing with the capo if you want. With this song, we've got A to G to D. So the chords reviewed in this song are A major. If you're still playing your A major like this, that's fine. You're just missing out on all the fun of having extra fingers to do awesomeness with. Hard to do when your fingers are all clumped together. Cool? So the idea behind this is we're going to be playing A, we're going to be playing G, we're going to be playing D. So if you don't know those chords, go and review them. The aforementioned E major we're going to be playing, here's the little lesson. If you could take that 1st finger off, which is the major 3rd, I'm very happy, and then it goes to minor, kind of sad. That's what happens when you change from a major to a minor. It gives us that melancholy feeling. If I take that E minor and scoot that up to the 4th fret and bar the 2nd fret, that becomes an F sharp minor. Now that is a weird stretch, so we replace those fingers with this. Hence, those teeter-totters aforementioned. If we play the E major in a different fingering and then take off our major note and scoot that up with a bar, which are hard, you'll find your bar chord eventually. Don't let your elbow dig into your crotch or your belly. You'll be fine. Other than that, that's the other note we're going to be using in here, the F sharp minor. When we hold this D note, what I like to do is play the D here and then go all the way up, and then I take what looks like the F major chord here, but I play it at the 10th fret, giving me a nice fat fun D. You could also play with just the 3 and the 5, which gives it a nice airy tone to it as well. Here's the process. Here it comes together. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Run, run, run for the roses. Quicker it closes, sooner it opens. Man, oh, friend of mine. All good things and all good time. That's the beginning. So when we go through there, the feeling of that would have run, A, run, D, A for the other run, for the roses. The quicker it opens, the sooner it closes. Man, oh man, oh man, oh mine. All good things and all good time. It only really goes back to that A after doing the A, G, D twice, and it holds that D, which is weird. Here's what it sounds like when Jerry Bear does it. Run, run, run for the roses. Quicker it opens, the sooner it closes. Man, oh man, friend of mine. All good things and all good time. Then it leads to the first riff. First riff is the open 5th string, the A. Go to the 2nd fret. I would suggest with your 2nd finger because it follows those spider exercise, also from Music Mondays. Get your fingers all nice and strong. Open on the A, 2nd fret for the B note on the A string. We're going to play our pinky on the 4th fret for the, you can feel it with me here, C sharp or a D flat. We're going to go open again on the string right above, which is the open D string. We're going to be playing our 1st or 2nd finger aforementioned. If you start with your 1st finger, follow that motion through. If you start with your 2nd finger, follow that motion through. Meaning, if you play with your 1st, you're going to be playing with your 3rd finger. If you play with your 2nd, you're going to be playing with your 4th finger. This builds muscle tension, and these fingers start working in tandem together. When going through the process of A, B, C sharp, D, E, F sharp, G. We're not gonna play all the way open. Our finger's gonna go down here on the 2nd fret again, but then we're gonna be playing 2nd fret, 4th fret, 2nd fret, 3rd fret, 5th fret. We're following the scale of an Ionian mode. As soon as we get here, we can hit that top E note, which is the same as that at the 5th fret, and hit a blaring E, which brings us into, you guessed it, the verses. So here's what the whole thing feels like, a little bit slower than that speed. Run, run, run for the roses, soon it opens, soon it closes, man, oh man, a friend of mine, all good things and all good time. Ends on that E. Open, 2nd, 4, open, 2nd, 4, open. Doesn't play. Open, 2nd, 4, open, 2nd, 4, 2nd, 4, 2, 3, 5. When playing with the 1st finger, if you do that, you get your fingers in the perfect lock. 1, 2, 3, meaning you're missing that note, which means you're playing within 4 fours. That feels great. You have an extension finger. If you play with your 2nd finger, you might want to think about doing a quick switch. The quick switch I like to do, without even thinking about it, I do believe is A, B, C sharp, D, E, F, F sharp, and then I go directly there to the A. What is that? A, B, B, C. It's a B. And then go up to the D flat or the C sharp, the D, the E, and then nail that E. Here's what it feels like at speed. Just half of the run, run for the roses. All good things and all good time. Just for the sun gets hold of the moon. So the chorus and the verse, chorus starts first, verse goes into this: E major, A major, D major, same chords we played from the beginning, but then we're gonna rock back those back down the same way we just went up. So E, D, 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 A, do, 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 D, A, E, E, A, back to E, E to the A, do, 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 D, A, E, E, A. Here's the aforementioned F sharp minor. Bar the 2nd, throw down your E minor shape. Reach for the stars, E major, smack high in the sky, D major, A major, E major, A, same thing, F sharp minor, what was it, oh, you need to die, do 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 do. Right there when you're holding the D, if you want to get a little fancy special, if you're playing with another guitar player, I'll show you the guitar lick. That functions over the top as a moving riff. It's so great. Okay, here's what it kind of sounds like in completion. I'm going to go through this to the 2nd verse all the way down here until it splits apart. The feeling of the whole song is just that. We have the verse, the chorus, the verse, the chorus. That functions as the solo. So they solo over the A and then the B. And then they come back with the 3rd verse. Reach for the rose, get caught in the briar. You want any love, there's nothing but fire. You got the road, you got me. Yes, we're all at sea. Yes, we're all at sea. Run, run, run for the roses. When it opens, soon it closes. Man, oh man, oh man, man. All good things and all good time. Do the chorus again. Ends on that E there, goes back up to the A, has a really cool lick, but they all use this lick. We can play all these in 1st fingering position, which is fine. You'd be playing what you would consider up here to be your A major, or not your A major, your D major. 10th fret, you can play E major, the shape, or just play the top here, or the aforementioned, you're just going to be playing the E string at the 10th, the B string at the 10th, and then the D string at the 10th. That is incorrect. The G string at the 10th. And then you could go back. Now, 1st position feels weird to do all of them that way. And then you would go back here and play what looks like a D major. And And then you could go back and jump here and do what looks like a D major as well, or a bar chord using the A shape. But you need to skip that 1 fret, so it's 7 and 9. The concept though, when using 4 fingers and then 1 finger as an extension, based off the idea that you have 3 quadrants here, you could do this here and get really strong here. You could do it at 5, 6, 7, 8, and then you could do it 9, 10, 11, 12, which makes an octave. So you're really looking at this as being 3 quadrants and 1 finger extends. Long story short, long theory short, is when it gets down to this lick, you can do, or you can put your fingers for this note, 3rd finger playing 10, 10, and then pinky, believe it or not, get strong using the pinky. Then your fingers all line up for the lick. And you can do that lick with every finger. The idea is you don't want to start off with the 1st finger and use that for every note you're going to be hitting, nor do you want to use just your 1st and your 2nd finger and jump around the fretboard no matter how far away it is, or stretch without using a gapping finger. So the idea is using the fingerings that are lined up right over the top really help with that lick. You can mimic it down here also by playing a D major and then a B minor and realizing the notes inside of the B minor are the D major because it's its relative major and minor. We could have, and then a normal A major, normal E major, and then A major again. That works really well with that. I have to be able to play it though. Cool. Over the top, both of those. If you have 3 guitars, woo-wee, sky's the limit. I hope you really had fun with this. If you're going to be jamming out that solo, remember, when you're playing over majors, you're going to be doing A major. When you're playing over the D major, you've also got your D major. But remember what your relative majors and minors are. So in the key of A, you can also play over F sharp minor. You can play in the key of D major over that B minor. Okay, and then all of your pentatonics major minor really work over that A major. As you know, Dead likes to blend those the blues notes. Anywho, if you like the way that I explain things and you want to suggest a song that you'd like to hear explained this way, put it in the comment section below. Other than that, aloha, have a great day.